Greetings everyone, welcome to WeRNakama, and today we are going to have a discussion about why are so many manga and anime ending right now. This is fucking ridiculous at this point. We've got Beelzebub, Kimi no Iramachi, we got like fucking Toriko being... Well, no one gives a fuck about Toriko, but still, you know, it's part of the conversation.
Yu-Gi-Oh's out.
Like, Shonen Jump, all that shit just flying out the window. Let me know what you guys are. Let's start off with James.
I don't respect when these fucking series gets cancelled the way the author doesn't want to and they get rushed. Especially in Beelzebub's case where they've been there for a good 5 years, they've got their anniversary and they don't even give him the audacity to finish the way he wants to finish.
James, are you in denial? Because if you see the rankings, Beelzebub was like getting super bopped.
Beelzebub was always like second to last place in those rankings, and it's disgusting how it was, especially on his best arc.
Bleach right now, people are saying that it won't make it out of this year because it is second to last and third to last almost every week now.
But Coach,
I keep telling people, you got people who's coming out, manga writers are coming for these people's necks.
Regardless of fucking what, Isobe, Shokugeki no Soma, all these other comedies should not be fucking kicking out Beelzebub.
Hey, baby, we got fan service, we got titties, baby.
No. Fuck that fan service shit. Fan service.
Hey, it's selling.
Leave that to the fucking 12-episode animes that nobody's gonna watch.
It's ridiculous.
Fucking like all these qualities like Iron Knight not even getting an opportunity.
Iron Knight's always at the chopping block and fucking Gojo Kami's crusty graveyard hand is still there.
But we're not only like complaining about these series as well. Just what the fuck is up with all these series ending? Rosario Vampire.
That just ended.
Like, what's going on?
Height. I think like in Jump they just ended like 2 or 3 series right now. They just ended
they're not producing, man. They're not producing. Nobody's like reading them.
But it's like, you don't give the series a chance yet. It's like, they give them like 13 chapters to 24, half a year. That isn't enough to say whether or not people want it or not. Get it fucking get it. Like, what the fuck?
What is your take on this, Shintai?
Honestly, I think some of these people are just running out of ideas as well. And I think it also has to do with them being pressured. I mean, maybe they've also given up. And there's so many variables, there's so many different possibilities. Like, it could be that they want to do more, but they just given up.
They're looking for the next big thing, and the next big thing is not those series.
Maybe the ideas that they want to put forward, the management's like, no, these ideas won't work. And they're like, no, this is what I want to do. And they're getting shot down. They're like, you know what, fuck it, I'm not going to do the series anymore.
At the end of the day, don't get it twisted. We're not dumb. We know that this is a business. Bottom line, it's business. They got
business.
But when certain series, like say for example, again, Beelzebub, the most recent fucking victim of this travesty that's going on, when they've been going on for X amount of time, you give these motherfuckers the appropriate exit. You don't make them rush, because the last arc of Beelzebub...
The 5-year anniversary, Itka said, alright, your last chapter, get the fuck out of here.
Dude, how you coming to work at your 5-year anniversary? Like, yeah, I got the best chapter idea I want to put the... Yo, you're fired.
I think that the problems are, like you said, it's a business, and on top of that, it's run by people who have no idea how to run a business. They're stuck in these ways of tradition, and they're too much looking at profits instead of looking at the right thing to do. Now, what I think that they're doing here is that they don't really give anybody a set time to do anything. They're locking people down, not really giving them a whole lot of the privileges that they need to have, like Shintai said, that artistic integrity. And on top of that, they're looking at it as the only people in the world who like manga, the only people in the world who have a right to read it is the people in Japan. That's the basic way that they see it. They don't care about the rest of the world or anything like that. And I think that ways that they could fix this is by, for one, having them on a yearly contract in each magazine. That way they could stay there for the entire year. And secondly, having them know what it would take for them to lose their contract the next year, not get that contract renewed. That way, if they say, well, it's not doing so well, I got the rest of this year to really pick it up or start to wrap it up because I don't think I'll be around next year. And on top of that, they really need to look at the world as an entire market for it because a lot of people in the world like manga, but that's just the way that the licensing system works. It's not, they pay them per volume sold, they pay them this big chunk of money at first, and then maybe they do or don't get money for each volume sold, but it's mostly this upfront investment, and the whole system's run wrong, and I think that they are there's a lot of things they could change.
Yeah, because like a lot of series have to adapt to that though. Because like Hungry Joker did that as well. Like it was.
Let it go. You guys gotta let that series go.
I can't let Hungry Joker go.
Let that series go.
But it had to adapt to the fast pace.
No, but like not only focusing on Jump as well. Do you think that there's possibly something more at work than meets the eye? Maybe I'm being a conspiracy theorist, but look at Gantz. Why the fuck would Gantz out of nowhere? Bam! I'm ending it and I'm writing about an 8-year-old man's balls. Like.
What I think it is the paradigm shift in Japan. People have different interests now, and let's face it, Japanese people are weird, and it's hard to keep up with their interests.
I do not support that.
Bob said it.
Bob said it.
I'm joking anyway, but everyone knows I'm joking. It's hard to keep up with what they're interested in because they're in a different country. We like anime and manga not because we keep up with the culture of Japan, but because it really appeals to us on multiple levels. Japan, to look at it as something completely different than just anime or manga. It's the works of an entire country coming together to form the interest of people, which is reflected in anime or manga, and we currently don't see eye to eye with this reflection because we're not Japanese and we don't understand what they're into at the moment.
Okay, 2 years. You know how many mangas that can't do that? The only reason why Hunter x Hunter can do that because it's selling.
Yeah, but then the motherfucker's a genius, makes amazing shit, and he's lazy as fuck.
You got people working hard trying to keep their manga up afloat, and they getting bobbed. Well, you got Togashi, he can just sit back and relax for 2 years, not produce any content because he has an anime, he has other merchandise, he has movies, he's getting money. Now, so we can show up, get tell them like you can take break. You can,
I think what we need to do is like what Bob said, like give them like a yearly contract and say, okay, if you make this amount in like volume sales, yeah, you get another contract or something. Or it's like, okay, you're really popular in the rankings, and there you go. But right now, it's like you can't judge it in like 3-6 months. That's not enough to build enough of an audience, and you need advertisement. That's the thing. You can't just have every cover. Oh, here's like Luffy or something, or like here's like Aladdin or something.
They only put money when they know they're gonna sell and make a profit. Okay.
That's the thing with the suits. That's the thing with the suits and these companies. They don't really care about what we think. All they care about is making money. And if it's making money, good. It's not, fuck it. That's their mentality.
They made a stupid business choice when fucking they wanted to change Attack on Titan to a more shonen-ish type character, and obviously she don't want fuck it and went to a different magazine.
Here's a real example though of the flaw in their system with this ranking shit. Toriko polls amazingly. Apparently it's always in the top 3. People just always keep on.
I hear a shot coming.
But the anime and the movie and everything about everything outside of that has failed miserably. The anime is bad. Now, to be fair, people like to say, you know, well, it's a bad adaptation, whatever. At the end of the day, it's the same story. It's the same story. Yeah. So you can't stray too far away to say that.
But they changed shit in the characters. There's no blood.
Blood.
You know, and that series failed. Not only the anime, the movie, the merchandising, it just has done bad to the point where situations like, yo, we're done. So with them using this poll system with the rankings, they could be missing out on some great shit. Them canceling, let's just say, you know, any manga or ending Beelzebub. Beelzebub, it's tested already, so that's a little different. Yeah. But like Iron Knight, it could come out of the gate and just start kicking ass. But since the rankings are bad, or, you know, it could have an anime that blows up, they're going to cancel it before it even gets the opportunity.
I mean, like, when the Hungry Joker, didn't it just say, oh, the volumes are doing really well, right when it was ending? So it's like, what the fuck?
We have to realize there's other magazines out there in the market that can take their work too and get published in.
Jump is seeing the effects of what they're doing. All the push that they put, like all their chips putting on Toriko and like all the stupid decisions of canceling that manga. Now look, Magi coming out, Shonen Sunday, one of the most popular battle
crushing it.
Fucking Taizai coming out, bam. Fairy Tail coming out, bam. Titan coming out, bam. Jump is gonna start feeling the effects if they don't fucking get their shit.
You can't just have One Piece on there. You can't have it. And they try to get the new big thing with Toriko, and look at it. It hasn't got an anime no more.
They got Kuroko no basketball. Thank you.
Sudo Edison is cutting the mustard.
Yeah, but Kuroko isn't as big as One Piece. It's not gonna last. It's gonna end this season.
But it's a big face in that magazine. So is Hunter x Hunter, which has an anime that's
but like how it's supposed to last.
Put into perspective, what the big hitters right now for Jump are Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, Toriko, Assassination Classroom, and
I want to say Bleach. Like Kuroko just
no.
Bleach.
The thing. Okay, let's get this straight because
we top 6 out of the magazine.
We don't know how the rankings are actually done. We don't know if it's actually the fans.
No, I'm not even talking about the ranking. I'm talking about...
But hey, time is running down because all these series are coming to an end. The era for these fucking manga series are ending soon.
Bomb. Toriko already lost this anime, and once it loses anime, a lot of the steam is going to start slowly dying down. And if it already reached its pretty much time skip point, its new world, its DBZ point right now with its new time skip, then that means that Toriko isn't going to last as
when this new, like this day and age, like with manga series, they need an anime to push sales and produce money. Okay, back in the day, some mangas could use manga only and not have an anime, okay? There's mangas right now that have no anime, but they're still selling.
So they think you're going to survive on One Piece, Kuroko no Basket, and Assassination Classroom? Really?
Oh.
Yeah, like I said, time is fucking running down.
How bad everything is that anime really isn't a medium of entertainment anymore. To a lot of people, they just see it as a commercial for a manga.
Mm-hmm. Look up
there's so many people looking at it about the money, and they're only trying to make things that'll sell.
And take a perfect example with that Pupa. Pupa is anime is just basically a fucking commercial. It's like you get 2 or 3 minutes of
of what the fuck is going on. I don't know what the hell's going on anymore.
How is that anime? That's a perfect example. That is not like meant for entertainment or enjoy. Your enjoyment is meant to say, yo, there's this manga called Pupa. You should check it out.
Hitman Wonderland, I mean, granted, it got canceled before they wanted to do more with it, but as it stands, it's just basically 12 episodes saying, go read the manga.
I always liked anime that didn't always have a manga to it.
The only ones, like, nowadays I can think of are Gundam, consistently. Gundam's not based on mangas.
So wait.
Nielsen.
Here's a question. Could that be a case that just the quality is getting worse over time of anime?
Dude, it's like there's so much content and so many mangas that has been done before. It's kind of hard to come up with some new shit to bring.
Not only that,
it's like that with the whole world, like with content movies.
Yeah, the movies. Yeah, they're rebooting a lot of shit now.
Yeah, because they knew, like, oh, people loved this back in the day, and everyone kept trying to use the same sort of elements from those movies. And it's like, okay, let's just reboot the movie then.
And remake them and do our own thing.
Like,
and overall, is there a solution that we can think of to this problem of pretty much all these series ending right now?
Get this prideful sort of nature of their business out of their ass and actually try and support their series. Give them, like, some advertisement. I don't say, like, give them, like, oh, they have to have full-on, like, front covers, but at least, put a bit more...
Give them a helping hand,
Give everyone an equal footing, pretty much,
Yeah, not just like, oh, here's Toriko with, like, crossovers and shit. Don't get it, like, that bullshit of, like, advertising. Just get it, like, hey, check this out.
I just want to say, and this is not fanboying, because this is a really good business, which they should have done. No, seriously. Seriously.
Get off of Kubo.
Seriously, Toriko, it had Dragon Ball Z One Piece push it, okay? When it's only selling a few more volumes, only a few, like 1,000 more volumes than Bleach, and that doesn't have an anime, and Toriko does another push, then they should have fucking put promotions for Bleach instead of Toriko. That's all I'm saying. I'm sorry. The facts are there, and that is stupid. Toriko ain't selling. Sort your shit out. Bleach has been there longer than Toriko, and they should have fucking respected Kubo a lot more and sorted that shit out. I'm done.
Off his dick, though. I agree 100%, but the last part, I did not agree.
No, but I would say you were right on the mark with certain aspects, but as far as, like, Bleach goes, they already saw the series decreasing in popularity and stuff like that. So I don't think, like, to go back to an old project, yeah, of course, give it its treatment for the final arc and anime and stuff like that. But how about, like, World Trigger? That's a new up-and-coming series. Maybe both the newer ones. Take that money that you put in to put Toriko next to DBZ and One Piece and all this other shit.
That's so funny. Like, when you got DBZ co-sign and One Piece co-signing you and you ain't selling, oh, there's a problem.
I don't see any
I think another thing is I think mangaka in general should be giving a little more respect, because the way that Shonen Jump is like treating it is like they don't look at it as this is someone's like life's work. They're just like, oh, it's just another product. And I think with that kind of mentality, they don't really care. And that's why these mangas aren't really even given a chance. And it's only like a freak of nature like Attack on Titan that comes out of nowhere and makes tons of money. Those are like, that's the exception. But generally, these up-and-coming mangaka, their work isn't being respected. And that's why, they may be given a little bit of a shot, but then they don't get a push, and then that's it. They're gone because they don't respect their work.
100% agree with that.
And it's risky to get into that business as well.
And they're always scared because they're always, in their mind, they're thinking, I could get canceled.
Yeah,
That's more
they're
pressure.
not thinking like, oh, I need to write this amazing story. They're thinking, I need to beat cancellation. I need to survive.
Yeah, I know I want to get
focus
canceled.
on that before their own creative like stuff.
Yeah.
Like
it's restricting and limiting their creativity.
That I'm surprised that nobody's mentioned yet is the economy of Japan, because all of the changes that have been made are made in the interest of making money, and the way that you make money is by selling products. First of all, the products are expensive. Secondly, the only things that will sell are things that people are willing to buy. So we're basing our interest, the livelihood or the existence of our interest lies upon what people in Japan will buy, and that is a stretch. And also, on top of that, I was doing research for my piracy video. That's why I haven't made it. But the cost of entertainment in Japan is so expensive, not just for anime or manga, but for movies, for concerts, for everything together. The cost of entertainment across the board is so high that what manga needs is across the board a lowering of the prices. Same thing with the anime, but to do that, they would destroy everything else too, because then they would be paying people possibly less until, for a time, they will be paying people less than they currently are, which is very low. These people make next to nothing. And then after a while, they may have business pick up, but it's all tied together, and it's one thing screwing another here, and I think it's just a downward spiral because it's all tied with their economy. And the way that they're doing it, they're making all of these mistakes because things aren't selling. But in fact, I think if they were to do the exact opposite of this and give people the freedom, maybe they wouldn't make as much money because they don't have these sharks that are canceling people if their manga doesn't sell. Things will be better, but other things will be worse. And overall, I think it's a downward spiral.
What the fuck are you laughing about, Panda? I'm just looking at you.
I was just surprised at how long death that was.
No, but going back to what that Bob said, I'd say definitely though their manga is really good price. They have a better manga price ratio. I will say that. I'd say
That's really cheap.
You were right on the mark about the anime. It's fucking outrageous. I'd say their manga is fair. I would say that.
Who would buy two Blu-ray episodes for like what?
For $90?
It's bad enough that people in Japan are importing anime from the United States. That's really bad. And it's messing it up for us, because then we get things about Japanese audio on it.
Like Persona 4.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So overall, basically, they need to stop the pride shit. They need to learn to promote up and coming. They need to stop taking the creativity and, the creative liberties away from these authors and let them create, let them be artists, because at the end of the day, that's what they are.
Yeah, it's kind of an insult to an artist like that. It's
Imagine if Kentaro Miura was, doing Berserk, and instead of thinking, man, I want to create this great story, I'm going to create these amazing characters, he's thinking, I'm going to get canceled, I'm going to get canceled. Imagine how shitty Berserk would have been.
It would be so
like
rushed.
And on top of that, a lot of these people that start with these manga series, they don't know what to do. They have like an idea for something, and then it goes on, and they don't have an idea for a story, plus they're being rushed. I think that the CEOs, they need to hire me and then pay me in bitches.
So, yeah, that's pretty much all we have for this one. Let us know what you think about all these series being canceled. Your Reborns, your Beelzebubs, your Rosario Vampires.
Sooner, get up.
All these series, whether, a lot of people like to say they're not canceled, they ended. A lot more than likely, almost all the time, a series is ended because it's canceled.
Yeah, same with TV shows.
People don't want to stop their job. People don't say, you know what, I'm done making my living, guys. Kill me now. So yeah, that's all we pretty much have to say about this one. WeRNakama.
No, we're not. We're not. No, we're not. Come on.